Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Northeastern Conference football. It still seems strange to say Northeastern Conference football when one of the teams is Malden from the GBL, but this is, I don't know if it's the second or third year coming in. I think second year maybe, coming into Manning Field, entering into the Northeastern Conference. Classical 1-0, Malden 0-1. On a pretty good night for football. Classical has had a machine. They put a lot of points up last week. And they went 8-3 last year, made the playoffs for the first time in a long time, and had a great season under new coach Brian Vaughn. This is his second year. Former outstanding player at English. And Keith Ridley, the quarterback, just keeps throwing to a whole bunch of people. But first and foremost, Nashawn Butler, who last year went over 1,000 yards receiving, and well on his way, went over 100 yards in the first game. Classville's going to get the football first. This high-powered offense. From that team last year, they got most of their skill players back. They got a few people up front. And they're looking to have a very good year. People are already getting excited about Thanksgiving Day with English and Classical, the two teams, real powerhouses, having a lot of offensive weapons back from last year. Of course, English had a great year last year, almost going to the Super Bowl. And a tremendous turnaround, as I mentioned, for Lynn Classical under new coach Brian Vaughn. Malden's still struggling a little bit to get their program back. They don't have a lot of numbers. Classical, on the other hand, with Brian Vaughn, have a lot of numbers. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll get ready for football. Classical lining up on their sideline, coaches and players. Look at the fans turning out for this one. This is an early game. Doubleheader here tonight. English will play the second game against Somerville. We mentioned Brian Vaughn was a terrific athlete at English, also in college. So now they're going to they finally get it straight up in the press box. They'll play the anthem, and we'll get ready for football. So we're just about set for football here at Manning Field. Classical in their all green with the white helmets. Malden in the white with the, I'm going to call it brownish pants rather than gold pants. It was Malden, Medford, Somerville, Everett. Those are the 4 teams coming over. Everett was the only team that didn't come into the Northeastern Conference football program. They didn't allow them in. They had to play an independent schedule. But now next year, Everett will come into the Northeastern Conference and be part of the 16 team. The Golden Tornadoes against the Rams. And Malden will kick it off. And we'll be underway here at Manning Field. As we mentioned, big night here with 2 games going on. Kick is away. And getting across the 40, out near the 44-yard line. That's Chase Bono. So he put it at the 45-yard line. Nice return by Chase Bono, gives Classical pretty good field position for the initial drive. They'll go 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. They fill the backfield with Keith Ridley. They let it fly right away. Catching it, stepping inside. 1 play. 55 yards. We just talked about Butler. He went up. Watch this replay on. Watch him step up, make the catch, and then step around the receiver or the defensive back and walk in 55 yards. Can't sound any better than that. "55 yards, the kick is no good." So people haven't got in their seats yet, haven't settled in. And Classical on the first play of the game, 55 yards for a touchdown. And that's been the mark. Ridley, Butler, throwing to a few others. Butler has been the main thrust. So just like that, we'll switch around and Classical will kick off. And we'll show the replay one more time. Ridley steps up, lets it fly. Butler is there to make the catch. No chance. Step right around Montuna. David Bernard will kick it off. Oscar lining up like they're going to go to a onside kick, but then they'll spread it out. David Bernard, very good baseball player. At the 28-yard line. Getting to the 40-yard line, they grabbing a piece of shirt. Bobby Sharoyce grabbed a piece of the shirt of Rashad Moore. So Malden has pretty good field position at the 40. With 35 seconds into the ball game, and Classical has scored. They spread everybody out, double wideouts to either side. The quick out. No gain on the play. Nautilus is the quarterback. That was Harmon with the catch, but it went for naught. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40.
It will be 2nd and 10 for Malden.
Again, double wideouts to either side. They try to run straight ahead. Nothing doing there. Alfredo Reyes they ran into. Jahil Natal with the carry, lost 2.
The 23, Peterson Maxis on the carry. Kevin Pinego on the stop.
3rd and 12.
Will be 3rd and 12.
No change on the setup. Dropping back, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Cameron Green with the coverage. He's a big weapon, Pascal. Offensively, but more important, defensively.
Number 10, Matthew Bessie, incomplete. Cameron Green on coverage. It will be 4th down.
Malden will have to kick it away. And Glasgow will get it right back.
Rucker and Waddle backing.
They kick it all the way back to the 15-yard line. Chase Bono with another great return down the sideline. It's coming back. Bono with a terrific return. He got the good field position with the opening kick. He was going to run that one back for a touchdown. But they're going to bring it back with a flag upfield.
Chase Waddle at his 17. Returned all the way up.
At the 15-yard line. He's wide open right there. And they're going to bring it all the way back. You can see the yellow handkerchief inside the 30-yard line. Illegal use of the hands by Klasko. They'll mark it off from the 30. And that'll put Klasko at the 20-yard line.
After the penalty assessed on the Rams, it will be
1st and 10 from the Ram 20-yard line. Again, double wideouts to the near side, full backfield. Now we got a flag, and that usually means somebody up front moved for Klasko.
Ball stop. Link Glasgow.
So back-to-back penalties are going to push it back to the 15. It'll be 1st and 15.
Will be 1st and 15 from the 15.
Trying to run straight ahead. Malcolm Best with the carry, got 2. Second and 13.
Malcolm Best on the carry.
Ridley lobs it deep, just a little too far. Maurice Aquera, the intended receiver.
Ridley pass intended for number 22, Maurice Aquera. Incomplete.
They had a step on the defense to pass just a little long.
It will be 3rd and 13. Ball at the
3rd and 13 at the 17-yard line. They put 3 wideouts to the far side. Butler by himself to the near side. Ridley back, looking. Lets it fly over the middle, behind the defense. Butler makes the catch. They double teamed him and he still got loose.
Ridley hooks up with number 4, Deshaun Butler for a big Ram gain.
Wide open downfield. Here's the replay. Ridley just lays it up. Look at him, 5 yards behind everybody.
58-yard reception, Keith Ridley to number 4, Deshaun Butler. 1st and 10 from the Malden 25.
Ridley with the keep. Almost a first down. We'll see where they put it.
Keith Ridley around the right end for the Rams.
Butler has 2 catches for 113 yards.
Very verbal on the stop. Pretty good for a Ram first down. It will be 1st and 10.
Ridley picked up 10 back-to-back first downs. And we'll get a timeout. So Butler, the first catch 55 for a touchdown. The last one 58. They have that quick strike ability. And you're looking, I told you he went over 100 yards receiving last week. His first 2 catches, he's got 113 yards and a touchdown. Can you start better than that? The quick out to Butler again. Walks in easily. They're making it look awful easy.
Deshaun Butler for a Ram touchdown pass. Keith Ridley to number 4, Deshaun Butler.
128 yards, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. Can it get any easier than that?
Timeout, St. Glasgow.
Ridley, the quarterback, he's a big-time student as well. He's an outstanding student. Great young man. He's going to make some college program very successful as Tucker runs in the 2-point conversion. So Glasgow goes 80 yards. They actually had to go 85 because of the 5-yard penalty.
His Tucker is good.
They do it in 5 plays.
To go in the first quarter is now St. Glasgow 14.
So their first 6 plays have got them 2 touchdowns. Here's the replay of the touchdown. He caught it and just took one quick step to the inside, and if it was 2-hand touch, they weren't going to get him. So Glasgow making it easy again, putting up points very quickly. We haven't played 4 minutes yet. Now a little squib kick. Glasgow comes away with it. It was either Sorois or Nico Galizzi. So they went with the squib kick and they recovered it at the Malden 47. So they get the ball right back. And we got another timeout. So they just touched it, pooched it along. And I'll give them both credit, Nico Galizzi and Bobby Sharoyce. They're both around the football. Klasko recovers. They line up all the time like they're going to do that. Then they usually spread out and kick it deep. That time they just stayed everybody together and just squibbed it. And they get the ball back. And they have it at the Malden 47. And again, we haven't played 4 minutes yet. And Klasko has 140 yards of offense and 2 touchdowns. Motion, a little flip, back to Ridley, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep. Tip, they almost completed it to Sequoia. Brian Vaughn pulling all the stops. Little razzle dazzle there. They hand it off to Best. Inside the 35.
Now from Best up the middle. Stopped by number 4, Rayshad Moore.
Picked up 15.
First down for the Rams.
Best again diving inside the 30. They put it at the 30. He picked up 2.
Now from Best ahead for 2 yards. It will be 2nd and 8 ball at the Malden 30.
2nd and 8 for the Rams. Trying to add to a 14-0 lead. Straight ahead. Tucker with the carry.
Marcus Tucker on the carry. Went for about 6.
To the 24, he picked up 6. 3rd and a couple. Klasko going very quickly. They run it straight ahead with Tucker again. They finally knock him down, not before he picks up another first down.
Once again, Marcus Tucker up the middle for the Rams. Stopped
Up
by number 4,
tempo
Rayshad Moore.
for the Rams.
Number 14, Khalid Hartman.
A gain of 14 by Tucker. He's got 20 and 2 carries. Ridley with the keep. He faked and he walks in the right side. They kept giving it to Best and Tucker straight ahead. Nice fake by Ridley. Held on and goes 10 yards.
Keith Ridley on the touchdown carry.
47 yards and 6 plays. This time they do it on the ground. Tucker again with a conversion. It's a 22-point first period, and we're just past the halfway mark of the first period. Malden's only run 3 plays. Minus 2 yards rushing. One of those 4 plays is a punt. Klasko come out firing on all burners. Taking no prisoners here in the first period. Klasko showing this high-powered offense they showed in the first game. Now they're doing it again. They did it against Medford at Medford. Now they're doing it here. Taking no prisoners here in the first period. against Malden. So the two GBL teams are probably wishing they stayed in the GBL. At the 24-yard line, across the 30. Silas with the return. Out to the 32.
Kick was fielded by number 5, Jerry Malden. Brought the ball to the Malden 32, where it will be first and 10.
Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Nortellis, the quarterback. Costa, the running back. They fake the pitch. Nortellis keeps, gets across the 35, picked up about 5. Faked the pitch to Costa, kept it.
Number 9, Justin Nortellis on the
Second and 5.
Got by number 9, Davey Bernard.
Over the middle, nice catch. Rashad Moore, and Malden gets their first down.
Nortellis pass complete to number 4, Rashad Moore.
Into Glasgow territory at the Glasgow 45, 18 yards, and a first down.
Rocker on the stop.
So if nothing else, Malden is keeping it away from this high-powered Glasgow offense.
First and 10 ball at the Ram 45.
Charles is the running back now. They fake it again. Nortellis keeps. Gets piled up after he picks up about 3. Second and 7 for the Golden Tornadoes. They double the wideouts to either side. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Chauncey Williams. I have to say junior.
Number 1, Sean Stout on the carry. Brought down by number 24, Chauncey Williams.
Back to the 46. They lost 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Loss of about 4 on the play. It will be 3rd and 11 ball at the Ram 46.
Winding down this first period, a big one for Glasgow. Nortellis rolling. Caught. Nice throw, nice catch.
Nortellis pass complete to number 5, Jerry Myrtle. Play good for a goal.
Berdos with the catch. Down to the 23-yard line of Glasgow. 23 yards on the play and a first down.
It will be 1st and 10 ball at the Link Classical 23.
They snap the ball. We'll be under a minute in the first period. They send 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Low snap. They throw it away. Loose, it finally goes out of bounds. Are they going to call it a forward pass? It was supposed to be a pitch. They're going to put it all the way back to the 33-yard line. It looked like a forward pass. They lost 10 yards on the play. That was a busted play, obviously. They were supposed to pitch it to the running back. It looked like they threw it forward, but they're calling it a lateral. It went out of bounds at the 33. So they lost 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 20 from the 33. Screen pass, caught.
Shuttle pass complete to number 1, Sean Stout. He was tackled by number 9, David Bernard.
That's going to end the first period.
Bobby Sarois.
Glasgow finishes the period 59 yards rushing, 128 yards passing, 7 first downs. Malden doing all their damage in the air. Minus 8 yards rushing. They wind up first period with 47 yards passing. Third and about 13. They lose the snap. The ball went to the ground. Glasgow's doing another fumble recovery. Terrence McGaughey.
And the fumble was recovered by number 55, Terrence McGaughey. Terrence McGaughey on the fumble recovery for the Rams.
So Glasgow gets the ball at their 30.
Ball at the Glasgow 30-yard line.
They lost 3 more on the play. Ridley looking. Lets it fly long and deep behind the defense. Cameron Green. He's going to go for a touchdown. Another one-play drive. $70 yards.
Ridley's pass is complete to number 17, Cameron Green, for a 70-yard Ram touchdown pass.
Here's the replay. Ridley steps back,
Ridley
lets it fly. Green is 5 yards behind everybody. Down the near sideline, untouched in the end zone. So they turn McGaughey's fumble recovery into 6. Kick is no good. So they turn the onside kick recovery into a touchdown. They turn the fumble recovery for a touchdown. We're 25 seconds into the second period, and Ridley has passed for 198 yards. And again, David Bernard will kick it off. Again, they huddle up like they're going to maybe nub it again. Looking for an onside kick, but now they spread it out. I don't think you're going to see that again. They kick it away. They fall on it at about the 38-yard line. All Classical here. They've touched the ball 4 times. They get 4 touchdowns. .257 yards of offense. And we're 28 seconds into the second period. Talk about a high-powered offense. From the 38. Low snap. They hand it off. They pile it up. They still haven't blown the whistle. They finally blow the whistle as they get across the 40. A pickup of 3. Second and 7 for the Golden Tornadoes. Handoff, trying to get around the corner. Not much there. They ran into Bobby Charois and quickly got pushed back.
Number 26, Gillette right on the carry. He was matched by number 8.
Montuna with the carry.
Number 44, Robson Boyce.
They're marking it off against Malden.
Flag was on Malden.
So repeat, second down, hold against Malden.
After the penalties assessed, it will be
I thought they might take the play the way
ball at the Malden 31.
Classville's defense has been playing, but it'll be second and 17. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nortellis pitches back, the low pitch, not going anywhere. They're going to lose the yard, I think.
Number 1, Sean Stout on the carry.
Manny Guerrero lost his helmet for Classical.
Stopped by a host of Rams.
They lose another yard.
A loss of 1 on the play. It will be 3rd and 18. Ball at the Malden 30.
Still haven't gained anything rushing. They're still minus. And it doesn't get any easier. 3rd and 18. And they may have to give it back to Classical again, which they certainly don't want to do. Looking to throw, in trouble. Now gets loose, lets it fly, incomplete. Malden will have to kick it away.
Chase will go in. Bobby Charois on coverage.
Kick will come just outside the 20-yard line, so Classical could get good field position with a run back. They could get great field position. Low snap, did a nice job getting rid of it. Takes a pretty good Malden bounce. Williams did a nice job handling that low snap and getting the kickoff. Glasgow will get it at their 37. Second possession for Glasgow in the second period. The first one was just like the first play of the game, a touchdown pass. They started the game with a 55-yard touchdown pass. They started the second period with a 70-yard touchdown pass. And we're going to timeout called. We'll get back to football. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. The wing is to the near side. Low snap, Ridley handles it, lets it fly. He's behind the defense, Butler. Another touchdown, long, is it coming back? Butler again beat the defense, he got behind. There's a flag on the play. Butler, look, he's 10 yards behind the defense. Ridley puts it right on the number 4, and they're bringing it back. Somebody moved an illegal procedure. The 5-yard penalty is 1st and 15. Bono with the carry, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet. Get some of the penalty yardage back. Bono again. And that's going to be a horse collar tackle. Bono going after him. A couple of people going after him. He grabbed him. That's going to be a major penalty against Malden. I don't know if they grabbed his shirt or his hair. Bono's got that long hair hanging out the back of his helmet. They might have tackled him by his hair. They gave him to the 48 or the 43 of Malden.
That is a horse collar penalty on Malden. After the penalty is assessed, it will be 1st and 10. Rams ball at the Malden 28.
Now they mark it to the 28. The penalty will give him another first down, 15 yards. The ball at the 28-yard line. So Bono picked up 21. Now they double the wideouts to either side. Low snap gets by Ridley. He's going to fall on it.
Ridley jumps on the fumble.
All the way back to the 42. They lost 14. Snap went right by. Took a little bounce low. Skidded by Ridley. So it'll be 2nd and 24.
It will be 2nd and 25.
The quick out. That's Butler with the catch.
Ridley's pass complete to Deshaun Butler.
Pick up 10.
Play will be 3rd and 15.
Coming to the near side, turn the corner. With a head of steam up, gets down to the 10-yard line. Darrell Rucker, pretty good basketball player.
Number 7, Darrell Rucker around the right end for the Rams. Stopped by number 4.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, it's going to be against Classical again, I think.
Flag is a hold on the Rams.
They give him to the 19. And they put it back. So give him 14 on the play. And then Classical gets penalized back to the 29. They started to move the stakes. They have to put him back. Low snap again. This is actually a running play with Cameron Green. That was a lateral.
Rams carry number 17, Cameron Green. Tackled by number 17, Wunsch Pierre.
A pickup of 3. Breaking a tackle, running straight ahead. And that's Tucker. Almost just got tripped up, but he did pick up a first down.
Number 5, Marcus Tucker up the gun for the Rams. He was tripped up by number 4, Rashawn Moore.
Almost ran it in.
Play good for a Ram first down. It will be 1st and goal from the 8.
He picked up 18. And they run Tucker again. He's going to lose 2. The Classical play it down. 3 ticks. Over 3 minutes left in the second period. Malden hasn't had the ball much. They picked up 2 first downs on their second drive. But now here in the second period, they ran 3 plays. And coughed it up. Here's the replay going down. I don't know if he banged his knee going down on the turf. He's up. Let's hope he's okay. That's Tucker. He's walking a little bit, a little shaky, but walking, not being carried out. That's not a bad sign. Let's hope he's going to be all right. That'd be a tough loss for Classical. He's a very good player. Best gets the carry. Inside the 10.
Malcolm Best on the carry.
They put it down at the 8, I think. We got the 2-minute warning.
Matthew Figueredo on the stop.
He picked up 2. Over the middle, wide open, Sequeira. They faked the run, hit Sequeira from 8 yards out.
Yankee Ridley hooked up with number 22, Maurice Sequeira, for a Ram touchdown pass.
34-0. "63 yards in 9 plays. There's the replay. Sequeira wide open. Nobody near him. They bit on the fake on the running play. The kick for the point was no good. 63 yards in 9 plays. So with just under 2 minutes left, Classical has put this one away very quickly on the right arm of Keith Ridley. Five touchdowns, 4 touchdown passes, and a touchdown run by Ridley. How much more can you do? And in 1/2. Malden will have it at their 27-yard line. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. The quick out. Sequeira was there to wrap up the ball carrier. They're going to lose yardage.
Pass complete to number 5, Jerry Merrill. Faced off by number 9, David Bernard.
They lost 2.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
Sequeira was helped out by David Bernard defensively. So 2nd and 12 for the Golden Tornadoes. This could possibly be the last play if it's a running play. Hortellis runs straight ahead. Gets a yard to the 26.
The quarterback, Justin Hortellis on the carry.
They're not going to run another play. That's going to be the end. Malden winds up with 37 yards of offense, -8 rushing, 45 passing, 2 first downs. Classical almost even, 104 running, 116 passing. Excuse me, 216 passing. They're over 300 yards in the first half with 12 first downs. They put 34 points on the board, and it's Classical 34, Malden nothing at halftime. We're set to start the second half. Classical will kick it off, and it's just been total domination by the Rams. Everybody chipping in, but the big weapon, of course, Mr. Ridley. Quintana kicks it off, and they fall on it back at the 30-yard line. Classical had 104 rushing, 216 passing for 320 yards of offense in the first half, 12 first downs. Malden -8 rushing, 45 passing, 2 first downs. Ridley passed for 216, 4 touchdowns, and he ran for 1. He was 6 for 8 for 216 yards. Patterson gets the call. They gained a yard. Second and 9 is underway.
Will be second and 9, Malden 31.
That's a lateral, and they're going to lose yardage. Sequeira and David Bernard in on the hit. So that's a running play rather than a forward pass. They lost 5 on the play. And they just keep going backwards.
Jerry Marble on the carry.
Third and 14 for the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. They spread it out, running the football for Classical through everybody. 7 different ball carriers. Pass incomplete. That was going to, if they completed, it was going to be to the line of scrimmage. Rucker and Sorois with the coverage. And Malden has to kick it away again. The last thing I want to do is give it a Classical. They've scored every time they've had the football. High snap, the kick is away. They let it bounce. It'll die at the 45-yard line of Classical. In that first half, Green ran for 3 yards. Tucker ran for 36. Best ran for 21. Bono ran for 25. Ridley ran for 20. Rucker had 1 carry for 14. Now they're saying somebody touched it at the 48-yard line, and that's where they'll put it in play. Double the wideouts to either side. Low snap. Ridley's going to get run over. Second time they've rolled the ball back to Ridley. They lost 6. Second and 16 for the Rams. This is a forward pass to Rucker. That he was in motion. Ridley just kind of pitched it to him. They picked up 6. Rucker again gets wrapped up from behind. At the 44, they lost 4. Classical's gonna have to punt the ball for the first time. What's Classical? Under 100 yards rushing with those 2 losses. And they kick it away. And down at, looks like the 26 is where they're going to put it.
Was down at the goal.
First and 10 at the 26 for the Golden Tornadoes. English will be taking center stage next. As we get another doubleheader, we'll have a few of those this year at Manning Field. Trying to get all these teams in. 5 football teams counting Kip. Kip joined the Commonwealth Conference this year. Otto is rolling, gets hit. He almost threw it to Sequeira. He threw it low, otherwise Sequeira might have taken that for a touchdown. They forced him out, rolling, and he bounced it low for an incomplete pass. Second and 10 for Malden. Williams was the guy that chased him out of the pocket, put pressure on him. Williams Jr., I have to say. His father's a very good friend of mine. I coached him in CYO basketball. Pitch back. Hit in the backfield and dumped. They put it at the 24 for a loss of 2. Manny Guerrero was in on the stop in the backfield along with Bono. 3rd and 12. The quick out, incomplete. Good defense by Classical again. Jeffrey Hill. Malden still has only 2 first downs. That was in their second drive of the ball game. And they'll kick it away. Flag on the play, that might be too much time. Oh, it's illegal substitution. Illegal participation. Oh, back it goes to the 19-yard line. 4th and 17. At the 44-yard line, Chase Bono down the near sideline. He's got a step. He runs it in the end zone for a touchdown. Picked it up at the 44.
That was about a 50-yard return for a touchdown by number 2, Chase Bono.
Right at the 44-yard line is where he picked it up. So Bono takes it 44 yards for the touchdown. David Bernard will look for the kick. And this time he boots it through. So Ridley has run for a touchdown. He's passed for touchdowns. And now Bono returns a punt for a touchdown. Here's the replay again. Right at the 44-yard line is where he picks it up. Down the sideline. They looked like they might have had him there. He just shook him off. And with 4:24 left in the third period, Classical has put 41 points on the board. So obviously Classical is going to go to 2-0. Malden is going to drop to 0-2. As you get a good look at Brian Vaughn there on the sideline. What a job he's doing since taking over. He went 8-3 last year in a program that was floundering a little bit. Got some more numbers. All it takes is a few wins. And then everybody gets into it. Jimmy Jettis did it with the baseball program at Classical. They kicked the ground ball, fielded it to 31. Coming to the near side. Nice return. Good job by Moore getting it into Classical territory. At the 46, 24-yard return. And give these Malden kids a lot of credit too. They could be packing it in. They're still out there working. They're not quitting. They're still playing hard. The pitch. Turning the corner. Nice run. Down near the 30-yard line. Charles with the carry. Their first down of the second half.
Number 2, Reginald Charles on the carry for Malden.
Is it coming back?
Yeah, Bob Boster on the stop.
They mark it back to the 34. So it turns out to be a 12-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And we've reached the end of the third period. A very fast-paced third period. As we get a good look at the cheerleaders on the sideline. So that run that got him down near the 30-yard line. The penalty had to be 15 yards. Actually, it was 10 yards. They're at the 36. So the penalty was against Classical.
Good for a Malden first down. It will be first and
They marked it off
Classical 22.
from the 44, so they gave him 2 yards on the play and then marked off 10 to the 34. Now the pass gets him to the 22 for 12. So they're at the 22-yard line. And they're going to get overrun in the backfield.
Reginald Charles on the carry. Tackled by number 44.
Back to the 26, they lost 4. Incomplete. Jeffrey Hill with the coverage. So it's kind of confusing on that long run by Charles. Looked like he got down around the 30-yard line. And then he wound up just marking it off to the 34, which means they only gave him 2 yards on the play. They just got rid of it. A lot of pressure, Classical up the middle, got to Nautilus, and he had to get rid of it quicker than he wanted to.
Charles incomplete.
They're running the clock even with the incomplete pass. Virtually playing running time here. Nautilus lets it fly. What a catch. That's an unbelievable catch. He went down at the 1-yard line.
It's also
25 yards on the play of first down.
25-yard Malden gain. Down to the 1 where it will be first and goal.
First and goal from the 1. Nautilus goes under center for the first time. Let's see if he tries to sneak it here. He does. He gets some help from his friends. They push him in. He walks in for the touchdown. So they're going to avoid the shutout.
And the quarterback, Justin Notella, takes it in that 1 yard for a Malden touchdown. 1 yard touchdown carry, Justin Notella. Fans, we have a winner in the 50-50 raffle. The winning number for the 50-50 raffle is
46 yards in 7 plays.
9787.
Nautilus takes it in on the quarterback sneak. Now they go triple stack I. Could be Gary Zaverka's play from Lynn Tech. They bury him in the backfield. There was a flag on the play against Classical, so Malden's going to get another shot at it. They move it down to just about the 1. And even on the conversion, they're running the clock. The ball's half the distance, puts it 1.5 just outside the 1 yard line. They go back to that triple stack I, and they go under center again. Nautilus with the keep. They were going to go straight ahead. They started to go right. It piled up a huge pile, 22 bodies at the 1 yard line. He busted out, took it to the left side, and walked in. So Nautilus gets the conversion. It's 41-8, and they're still running the clock. Malden is minus 15 yards rushing, 82 yards passing. The only plus they've had is throwing the ball, and they haven't had that much success. Ridley is 7 for 9, and that's going to finish his day. They're not going to be throwing the ball in the last 4 minutes. 7 for 9 for 222 yards. 4 touchdowns, and he ran for 1. Nico Galizzi with the return. And it's been running time here, especially here in the 4th period. And when they snap the ball, there'll be under 3 minutes left in the game. So Ridley to Butler for 55. Ridley to Butler for 15. Ridley ran for 10. Gisono with the carry for no gain. Then Ridley to Sequeira for 8. Ridley Green, 70. Chase Bono returned the punt, 44. So Ridley has passed for 4, ran for 1. Twice to Butler, once to Green, once to Sequeira. Bono with the punt return. Nautilus in from the 1 and the conversion for the 8 points for Malden, avoiding the shutout. Malden's going to wind up with 67 yards of offense, 82 passing, minus 15 rushing, 5 first downs. Classical's got 316 offense, 12 first downs, and now all the backups are in the game now. As they're looking to run the clock out under 2 minutes. Galizzi with the carry, gets it into Malden territory.
Rams carry number 23, Nico Galizzi.
13 yards and a first down. That puts Classical over 100 yards rushing. Bouncing it to the outside. Galizzi again with a straight arm. Stays on his feet. Gets ridden down from behind. Nice run.
Nico Galizzi with some tough running for the Rams.
Easy with 30 yards and 2 carries. And they'll run one more play and that'll be it. So it was Best with 21, Tucker with 36. Bono had 25, Ridley had 20. Butler with 4 catches for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. And most of that was in the first period. One last play and this will do it. And if they run it, they don't even have to run it. They're just standing around. They're going to let the clock run out. And they don't let it run out. Gisono gets bumped out of bounds inside the 10. He gets to the 8, 22 yards. He gets 1 carry for 22. Galeazzi had 2 carries for 30 to be the leading ball carrier, next to Tucker, who had 36, and we hope he's going to be okay. 146 rushing, 222 passing. 368 yards of offense, and they did virtually nothing in the third and fourth period because they had running time most of the way. They got the 1 touchdown in the second half, the punt return by Bono of 44 yards. They totally shut Malden down. Ridley, the story again, along with Butler. Butler 4 catches for 138 yards. Ridley passes for 4, runs for 1. 2 to Butler, 1 to Green, 1 to Sequeiro. Bono with the 44-yard punt return. Costco gives up the late touchdown with the subs on the field. And show a couple of the highlights. There's Bono with the first catch, touchdown. And that was the first play of the ball game that they scored on. And here's the next one to Bono, getting him down deep. The quick out to Bono. There's his second touchdown. Easy pickings. Ridley with a great fake here, ran it in from the 10. He was involved in everything except the Bono punt return. Ridley dropping back. This is 70 yards to Cameron Green behind the defense. Easy pickings again. Ridley putting it right on the money. This one to Sequeiro, the quick look in. That one for 8 yards. Really just picking Malden apart. 7 for 9 for 222 yards. And Glasgow wins it by a score of 41-8 to go 2-0 on the season. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.